everyone who are going in a deal Babylon. Yeah, I decided to say greetings in that way right now. I go on everyone when I deal Babylon. That's I am an Uncle Jacob Tanks, aka Jacob Tanks, aka Milhametov. Welcome to my new vlog. You'll remember that we had a vlog. My last vlog that been from the Oakland town. And if you wanna see that, that actually my last video, but me will actually leave the link in the description there, so you will be able to watch that vlog. That been kind of big vlog, over 25 minutes. The longest video up on my YouTube channel, upon all the YouTube channels. In that vlog, me we like to show you some on the Park Hill projects in Almaty, and actually that's not the official name upon that neighborhood. Park Hill projects, that's how me call that, and if you know about hip hop, if you're interested about the hip hop culture, then you'll know that that thing come from the Wu-Tang Clan. And Park Hill projects, actually, the name of that neighborhood in Almaty comes from the neighborhood in New York in Staten Island. The Park Hill projects that been get most part for the African American people, and that is the ghetto there, projects, houses, apartments there. You could see like where people living there, people who most time they not have no money for living some better neighborhood. That's why in that neighborhood there kind of enough drug dealing shit and all of this. Right now I'm about to show you the Park Hill projects. That's how we call that in Almaty. But actually right now it's already night, so we will go to that neighborhood tomorrow, and already we show that neighborhood tomorrow. But right now that's already dark and night, so right now I'm not gonna show the neighborhood right now, but tomorrow I'm gonna show the neighborhood a little bit, and also we tell the story, like history upon that neighborhood. Yeah. So right now that's already dark. What the time right now? Right now that's already 10:31 p.m. Me a little bit tired only right now came, after meeting with my friends, we had a great meeting there, and right now I'm about to go take a shower, and then, maybe watch some movie, and after this, me will go to sleep. Well, let me tell you, tomorrow I'm about to show you more upon the Park Hill projects in Almaty, and you will see more, and you will know more upon that neighborhood. Yes. And right now, have a good night. So, like yesterday, I promised you all to tell you all about the Park Hill projects in Almaty, and tell you a little bit, make a little review upon that neighborhood, like we did with the Oakland town. So right now, right now, I'm straight in the Park Hill projects, one of the blocks of the Park Hill projects. If you see that, here comes the Park Hill. If you can't see that, even the toilet there. I don't understand that you in the Park Hill projects. You can't see the toilet on the outside there. Blood clot toilet. Alright, now about this. Me in the Park Hill projects, and we're talking about which class people are living there. Then more, we say that that neighborhood in the Park Hill projects. Most of the people who live in there, them have or a middle class, or them a poor class. Why that? Because first of all, may I tell you that Park Hill projects, them are, not the best neighborhood. Let's say that way, not the best neighborhood. That neighborhood, that not the ghetto or something like that. It's not even the quad, not the ghetto, nothing like that. But these neighborhoods are kind of poor, and they are kind of enough dirt in there. Even if you would just walk on the street, you will see enough dirt, enough shit laying upon upon the earth, and you will see enough enough bottles just laying there. Even though you could see how the bottle of some Namata laying in a 3 meter upon that 3 meter away from that bottle. You can't see the trash can, but people not care. Them just throwing the trash straight on the street. So this a kind of dirty neighborhood. This kind of poor neighborhood. Also in that neighborhood, even though that kind of poor neighborhood, let me tell you all, there are flats in there. The flats in there, flat, the main apartment, flats in there. Most of them are kind of expensive to live. And right now you might ask, Jacob, why that? Why you say that? That kind of middle class, even poor people live there, but why the flats are so expensive there? Let me tell you that way. These flats, like me tell you, the Park Hill projects, them in the neighborhood that near to the downtown. See? So right now I'm in a Park Hill projects, and that is not the downtown by itself, that's the more east side. but that's still near that is still near to the downtown of the Almaty. And of course, the downtown, like the main side of the town. So, all of the banks, the main thing near there. Plus, the green market in Almaty, that is one of the biggest markets. This is, one of the most famous markets, one of the biggest markets in there in Almaty. And also that is the central market, so the main downtown market is the green market. It is so near in there, so near in, so near to the parking projects there, Me will maybe show you that, me will just walk on the street and me will show you how near, the green market from that blocks from that projects. So enough people from Central Asia, on our work because, Kazakhstan, the Central Asia by itself, but even though Kazakhstan is Central Asia, that not so poor like other countries in Central Asia. For example, like we know Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, they are more, let's say, more poor than Kazakhstan. They're more poor, and people from Uzbekistan and other Central Asian countries, most of them are come to the Almaty for work there, at least for work, because in them own countries them can't find a job. So most of them are come there, and what can them do? Like the people from the other Central Asian countries, if them not have the high degree or everything that, if them not have, if them not been certified, them can't work, on some high class job, So only thing them depend, them go to the green market and start to, sell some things in there, some apples, some maybe fruits, or everything that. Even somebody can, sell some techniques, some chargers or, fake phones or everything that. Everything these you can find for the green market. That's why when people, from the Central Asian countries, they move to the Kazakhstan, to the Almaty, and they want to work on, they want to work in green market because that's like, the biggest place, let me tell you, like the biggest place, for buying, selling things, in Almaty. Them working there, them getting, not the biggest paycheck, not the biggest pay throw, but at least them have some. And like, instead of go and spend some money on just living somewhere, for example, like in Oakland, instead of rent apartment somewhere in Oakland, then decided to go and rent apartment somewhere in there, so in that houses, you know what I mean? Like in that house. Because let me tell you, that projects, they are too near to the green market there. So, that kind of expensive because, people who, owner of the apartments in there, them always have a big prices because them know that most people who live in there, most of people there, them, like, that is the base charge for them, and then we be ready to go pay kind of big money to live in there. Because, like me tell them, job near, them green market where them walking, that near from there. So basically, I tell you, like, that's why they are kind of expensive flats in there, kind of expensive. Even though I'm telling, not the base neighborhood. Plus, also, I can tell that the parquet projects, most people who live in parquet projects, I don't want to try and disrespect them in some way. No, I have no friends who live there. I have no friends who live in a parquet projects. But most of the people who live in there, most of them is the people who probably didn't get what they wanted. Maybe them not get the paycheck that they wanted. Them not have such a big paycheck. They go and live somewhere, at least like in Oakland. See? Even though Oakland is not line, it's not the expensive neighborhood for rich people. That kind of normal Soviet neighborhood, like maybe not even neighborhood, it's a town, kind of normal Soviet town surrounded by Almaty, like me tell you. And but instead of living in Oakland, them decided to move there to live in there. And like them probably expected to go on, to add a little bit bigger paycheck. They might be expected to live somewhere in Oakland, or maybe even more, richer neighborhood, more expensive neighborhood, more safer neighborhood. But them living there because that is just the most comfortable place for them to live. Kind of big price for the living, big price for the flats, yeah. But anyway, people living there because they feel comfortably. People living there because that's not what them wanted, but that the place for them to live, that like the only place for them to live. But at the same time, even though, like me tell you, at the same time, even though there are most people who live in there, there might be not the rich people. At the same time, people who live in there with the middle class, them can live in there, enjoy to live in there. Them even can have a car, them can have a good apartment, a good place to live. them feel comfortable there, and you know them like most of them people here that are poor people, but also me know that there are still enough middle class people who live in that projects and that apartments, and them living there because you know them have a good apartment, them have you know them enjoy to live in there, them have a car in there. Why do them live there? Why them live there instead of live somewhere like in Oakland? Why them decided to live in there? If, you know, because I know that them people them can go and buy apartment somewhere in Oakland instead of living in that projects. But you know, them decided to annually live in a Park Hill projects in Almaty. Why them decided to do that? Me don't know. You know, if me wouldn't be in a damn place, if me wouldn't be in them, then me would go and buy apartment like we tell somewhere at least in Oakland. You know, or might be in Cocktem. Cocktem is another neighborhood. Me will tell you later upon this. But you know, instead of these are people that decide to live in there, instead of these, even the middle class people who can, like me tell you, can go and buy a normal apartment, who drive a great car, not the Ferrari or something like that, but you know, at least a great car. Like, look, if you look on this, you can't even see it. Toyota, Hyundai, you know, kind of good cars there. But you know, instead of these, them decide to live in there instead of move somewhere to Oakland. Why them live there? Me no know, no ask I. But you know, me just tell you that. Still, you know, some people that live there and them feel comfortable with it. Alright, right now I'm about to go probably show you a little bit about the green market that me be talking about. Me will be, you know, me will show that green market. Me will just show you the distance, you know, how near that to the Park Hill projects, you know. This is, by the way, one block from the Park Hill projects. Park Hill projects that not the everything that. See, the Park Hill projects is, you know, a big territory upon, you know, houses that look like this, but that is not the old Park Hill projects. That are only one block. Alright, right now I'm about to maybe show you a little bit more Park Hill projects, or yeah, right now we'll probably go and show you some more Park Hill projects, and after these, we will go and show you the green market. So yeah, peace. So right now, me already you know, went to the another part, you know, the Park Hill projects, you know. I'll just look on there. Remember what I told you upon, you know, other people can just throw the trash up on the street, you know, straight on the floor up on the street, and you know, they won't be care about, you know. There can be a trash can near, and you know, even if there are no trash can near, you know, people not care that, you know, that. They're not right to just, you know, leave the trash in there. You know, if you have some trash in there, you can't just go and throw that, you know, on the earth, after, you know, put out somewhere in the backpack, you know, just can't go and throw that shit. But as you see, you know, people not care. Them throw this shit, everything that, and people not care. You see? Them not care. Them just throw all that shit away. You can see, you know, there are enough trash in there. And people not care that, you know, even know that is their own earth. That is the own earth that them live. You know, other people not care them, you know, throwing the trash in there. Just not care. But anyway, another thing I forgot to tell you that also why enough people live in that neighborhood, you know, that neighborhood, you know, kind of, let's say kind of like shitty or something like that, you know, because, well, you know, you can't, you know, you just can't knock all the neighborhood shitty, just, you know, the trash, everything, enough alcoholics in there, even enough junkies in there, enough homeless people in there. I mean, you know, kind of cool neighborhood really for sure, and like, for example, me and Joe live in that neighborhood. Yeah, I live, you know, near to the Park Hill projects. And me even like that, you know. Yeah, I know that there are alcoholics in there, but you know, if you judge just on, you know, independent person and judge upon, you know, the person who, you know, just wanna have a, you know, just wanna have a flat in a, you know, kind of normal neighborhood where, you know, have to worry about his kids, you know, can go and play in a playground, you know, if you judge, you know, if you look on, you know, the side from that person, then, you know, me I say that that neighborhood actually. Why enough people also live in that neighborhood, even though that neighborhood are not really, even though that neighborhood not even the middle class neighborhood. That's because near to that neighborhood there are also not only the green market, the biggest market, one of the biggest market. Also they are near a bus station. At a bus station for buses that come, you know, from the city to city. See? So they are not just, you know, inside the town buses. They are also near the station that called Sayahat, and that Sayahat that, you know, the station that, you know, for the buses that come, you know, from one city to another. That's why also, you know, people are living there, And that is also why that neighborhood are kind of shitty, because I know when people from one city come to another city, for example, you know, one man I came from another city to Almaty, you know, him probably won't be care about, especially if he are from some village or something like that, you know, he probably won't be care about, you know, that city where people live, not the neighborhood where people live, people like you, people like your family. You know, people who come in that city, you know, them not care about this, them can, you know, them for them that not to go on to throw the trash away on the street, that, you know, that won't be care for them. For them that nothing moral, nothing bad, you know, them just live with these and them think that are see? So basically, like, that's one of the reason. Another reason is that also the train station there, and also, you know, like me tell you, the train station that come from the city to city, that not the train station that just, you know, coming around the town. A train station come from city to city, from even from the another countries. Yeah? So that's that train on that train station. You can go from you know, you can go from for example, from Kazakhstan to Russia or to some other Middle Asian countries. See? So let me tell you, that's one of the reasons also why that neighborhood are kind of dirty. Also, that neighborhood, subway station also not far away from there. You know, that far down, for example, the Green Market, but they are still not really far away. The subway station. But actually, that subway station is more nearer to the downtown, because, you know, that station is actually expected to be supposed to be in the downtown, and that is still in the downtown. But that also near to that block, so the Park Hill projects. By the way, right now, I already went out of the project. The street side. Me ran up on the street that, let's say, divided two of the projects. No, not two, or four projects, you know, that divided. For example, like, look on there, that street, you know, that street that divided the projects. But they're still, like, for example, they are the Park Hill projects. And they are also the Park Hill projects, but at another side, you know, the blocks from the Park Hill projects. But still Park Hill, see? Still Park Hill. So alright, right now I'm about to just walk around. Also I know I promised y'all to show y'all the Green Market, and me will do it now about this, because I know if I to go to the Green Market, you know, from there that won't be hard. Look how the Grand Market is so near there. Alright, right now we actually have some things to share, something we better, you know, stop the video, and after this we will continue filming probably where me already will be in the Green Market. Actually, by the way, at the time right now, that is 7:54 p.m. already, and that means that, you know, the Green Market are closed already. Because, you know, at no time, you know, with this blood clot fakers guaranteed coronavirus shit, the Green Market are closed is over 7 p.m. as much as I remember, and I mean that closed on 7 p.m. already, 7:54. Alright, so let me tell you, me will go to the Green Market, and then, you know, we will show some on the market. And right now, me about to walk around, listen to some M of Doom. By the way, today is supposed to be the M of Doom 15th birthday. Rest in peace to M of Doom, one of the greatest rappers ever. I mean, the God MC for me, same the God, the greatest of all time. And rest in peace to M of Doom, the God of flows. Sad that happened. So you know, me will have a song, you know, for my new album, you know, that will be full dedicated by the M of Doom. And actually the old album will, like, you know, let's say dedication to M of Doom, because I know, because actually when we've been recording that album, you know, the half part of recording that album, the half part didn't really, M of Doom died. Even not the half part, even, you know, lesser than the half part, me say. M of Doom died, see, in that time when we already been like, less part of the album have been ready, and after this M of Doom died. And that, for sure, that's so hard to me, because I tell you, I couldn't believe it. And still kind of hard to believe that. Alright, let me tell you, right now I'm about to go. One love. See y'all soon when we will go to the Green Market. Peace. As me promised, welcome to the Green Market. Here it is, you know, if you will see, you know, on the title there, you know, with the two languages are written there, you know, the Kog Bazaar and Zelony Bazaar, you know, they're doing the Kazakh and Russian. Two most useful languages. In Kazakhstan, I'm for sure, you know, the most useful language are Russian, even though the official language and the national language are the Kazakh language. But they, you know, two languages are written there, Kog Bazaar and Zelony Bazaar. So yeah, that's the place, you know. may I tell that actually not the biggest market there. You know, I tell you, one of the biggest markets that probably they can be on the north side. Maybe we might be filming a video upon it later, maybe not, I know. But as we promised to show you a little bit from the green market, which is, as I tell you, not far away from the Park Hill projects. So radius, let me tell you, the green market there. And if you would like to know what the green projects, sorry, I didn't make a mistake. Park Hill projects, so that the green market and the Park Hill projects in that side. So basically, we came straight from there, from the more east side. See? And that side, the green market, that the central market, as we said. Probably the most famous market, the most famous place to buy products and everything that. As we tell you, that is the place. It's called Green Market. Alright, right now that's probably everything that I want to show you. And I think we can end the vlog on that side because this told you everything that we wanted to tell. Showed you everything we wanted to show, and that is all. Alright, I've been your man Uncle Jacob Tank 6 aka Jacob Tanks aka Emil Ahmedov. Alright, I'm about to probably go and take a walk in a park that also near from there. Alright, I've been your man Uncle Jacob Tank 6. What go on in a deal, Babylon? Have a good luck. May I go?